Before we start, I just want to say that the story moves from right to left and from top to bottom. You can see the indications in the pictures from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Right to left, top to bottom, right to left. Angel Densetsu, Chapter 76, Days of Our Youth, Part 1. 18 years before Kitano-kun and Ikuno ever fought each other, in a place far from where Ryoko and Leo would quarrel, there was a man known as the legendary Guardian. You're going down today. The legend of invincibility ends this day. Prepare yourself, Ryuichiro. So, this is Kitano's dad, and they're showing about his past and how he used to be a guardian too. Kitano's dad just looked back, and all those guys got scared. Now, bother staring us down. We aren't gonna be scared. People call you the devil guardian, but we all know you're still just a human. Can't beat this many people at once. Kitano's dad is just staring and doing nothing. Why don't you say something, bitch? The guy attacked Kitano's dad with a wooden sword, and it just broke in two pieces. Huh? And Kitano's dad is still just standing there staring at him. You asshole! Ah! He punched Kitano's dad, but Ryuichiro doesn't feel anything. Instead, the guy who punched feel pain. Hey, you okay? Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Come on! We have to attack all at once! Arrgh! So they all started attacking Ryuichiro, but he is unfazed and he's just standing there doing nothing. Yeah! They're beating him up with sticks all around him and kicking him on the back and everywhere. Ah! Surround him! Crush him! Go! Yeah! So instead of hurting Ryuichiro, they're hurting themselves away, kicking or punching him. Ryuichiro is still standing unfazed while all the other grounds are tired and they seem like they're beaten up. Ah! It hurts my leg! You didn't even make a single move on your own. You just let us do all the attacking and let us crush our own fists and legs. Terror of the devil guardian. He's still standing and just looking at them. And then he saw a footstep closing towards him. It's Kitano's mom, and she also looks scary. He looked at her, and she's staring at him. Hey, Midori, what's going on? Come on. So that's Midori's current boyfriend. He called her and she went to him. And he put a hand on her shoulder. Yeah. And Riichiro is just wondering, who's that? Pretty impressive, Devil Guardian. I never thought you beat all those fools without moving a finger yourself. Useless freaking thugs. I thought maybe they won't beat you, but they all at least give me some insight into your style. But I should have known better than to expect anything from them. So he's the guy who sent all those guys after Ryuichiro. And then, after saying all that to Ryuichiro, he grabbed Midori and kissed her. Ryuichiro had more of a reaction looking them kiss than those guys attacking him. I'm Asai from Sakufu High School. Remember that. It's the name of the man who will beat you bloody later, Devil Guardian. And just like that, they went on their way and Ryuichiro went on his own way. And while he walks, just like Kitano, he also scares people around him. And then he was suddenly looking up and down around the area and he heard some kind of noise coming out of a tree. Meow, meow. It was a cat. And he's just there looking at the cat. He seems to like cats. He sat on his knees and tried to play around with the cat. The cat ran down under the bushes. When he was looking in the bushes for the cat, he saw Midori changing, and he's just there a little shocked. Oh, they both looked at each other. Ah! Then he got freaked out. Sorry, I didn't think that someone would be changing right in the bushes. Oh, I didn't. Midori kind of got shy, and she looked at him. Did you see? Yes. It was a very clear view since I'm so tall. You're supposed to lie in that situation to make me feel better. I'm sorry. I didn't see. I didn't. I'm not a very good liar, but I can say that I didn't see. I swear I didn't get even the least bit of perfectly good view. She just looked at him, then she started blushing. Why? You're not quite the way you look. I figured you were scarier in person. So Midori is thinking that Ryuichiro doesn't seem that scary when they're talking. Oh, then she remembered something. All right. She put a hand in her shirt and took a beetle out. And there's Ryuichiro sitting alongside Midori and saw that beetle flying away. That ladybug flew into my collar and then went down into my shirt. I crawled into the shade here so I could find it and let it go free before I accidentally crushed it. Richard doesn't have much reaction to this. He's just staring at her. I'm sorry about this morning. All those people punching you and kicking you. Chuzi-kun isn't really that evil. He's just... Chuzi? I mean Asai-kun. Asai Chuzi? The guy who declared war on you this morning? Did you forget already? Oh, you don't seem to care much. No wonder they call you the Devil Guardian. It's a bit annoying. He's just sitting there, saying nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know your real name. Kitano. Kitano Roichiro. I'm third year at Seisen High. I'm Asai Midori. First year at Sakufu High. Asai? Chuzi-kun is my cousin, you see. We used to play together when we were kids. He used to be very nice back then. He would always help me when I got picked on. But eventually Chuzi-kun noticed that he never lost those fights, and he slowly began to get into fights so he could test that strength. The next thing I knew, he controlled the largest high school of thugs in the entire prefecture, and all the boys he controlled followed him because they were terrified of his power. He's surrounded by all those people, but none of them are his friends. So I try to stay with him and keep him company. That's why... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk on about this. Richard just got up. You must beat him. Please beat Chuzi Kitano-san. Use your terrible devil guardian powers to beat him up. I think that if he loses, Chuzi-kun will come to his senses. He might go back to being the older, kinder Chuzi-kun again. Please, Kitano-san, please. He just looked at her and just left. Kitano-san. He was walking with the same emotionless face. Then he heard the meow. Here's that cat rubbing against his foot. He looked at the cat, then picked it up and put it on his shoulder. And now it's the evening time, and there's guys getting beaten up. It's Asai-kun. You! He's getting into a fight with some more people. You fucked up. You thought you could fight numbers with numbers, but you didn't count on how tough I was. I'm gonna ask you now, what school you from? Seisen High. I figured that devil guardian pulls some cheap bullshit. I'll say that much. He uses his underlings to do his dirty work. Saying that, he pushed the guy. The devil guardian has responded to our challenge. Things are getting good. Let's go, Midori. He thinks Richiro is the one who sent those guys from Season High. But the guy on the floor said, don't get it wrong. That freaking devil ain't no guardian of ours. He ain't one of us. You just said you went to Season High. Season High's guardian is the freaking devil dude. You're kidding. That freak ain't our guardian. He don't rule no one. That's just what other people think. What the hell? What does that mean, He doesn't smoke. He doesn't skip classes. He doesn't show up late. He doesn't even spit on the ground. He doesn't pick his own fights. He's just a normal student. What? Shocked, aren't you? Yeah, we were scared as hell when it came to season 2. Though we cornered him and jumped the fool, but it was our fist that took a beating. And all he did was stand there and take every single kick and punch. But he could still scare fools from other places, so we tried to recruit him up. But there's a problem. No matter how angry you get him, the guy is such a pussy that he won't throw a single freaking punch. So he ain't one of us. He ain't nobody. And the rest of the students are so freaked he doesn't have a single friend. What the fuck? Then who the hell is your guardian? The second guy you beat down. There is. Laid out over there. Hilarious. The scariest, toughest guy in town is nothing but a great big pushover. He laughed and then he kicked the guy. Alright, fine. Pushover or not, he's creating his own legend in this town. Can't let him get away with that. Oh no. Well, I will take that legend and make it my own. They all be worshipping me next once they see him bloody and beaten. Midori is shocked hearing this, and here's Ruichiro just laying under the tree with his cat without any thought of what's going on around him. And this is the end of our chapter. I'll see you guys with one more Angel Densetsu episode. Until then, sayonara.